the elephant who wanted to be small. Ellie the elephant was the largest animal on the whole savannah. His ears flapped like giant fans, stirring up clouds of dust, and his long, strong trunk could easily reach the juiciest leaves on the tallest trees. The other animals often admired his great size and strength. "You're the strongest of us all," the zebras would say. "You can carry so much water in your trunk," praised the meerkats. Have you all seen meerkats? They are very nice animals. Look up the pictures on the internet. But Ellie wasn't so sure that being big was as wonderful as everyone said. One morning, as he watched a group of monkeys swinging playfully from tree to tree, Ellie sighed deeply. "Sometimes I wish I was small," he murmured. "I bet being tiny is much more fun." Ellie tried to join the monkeys' games, but every time he stomped closer, the ground shook. The branches snapped when he tried to climb, and the monkeys laughed gently, not meaning to be unkind, but unable to hide their amusement. Ellie turned away, his ears drooping. Nearby, colorful birds zipped through the air, diving into bushes and tiny nooks that Ellie couldn't even peek into. He watched as rabbits disappeared into the cozy burrows, bouncing in and out with ease. "I wish I could do that," Ellie whispered. "I wish I could fit in small places and play little animal games too." It happened so that one sunny afternoon, while wandering further than usual, Ellie came across a small tree with shiny leaves and a golden fruit hanging low from one of its branches. The fruit sparkled as though it were made of light. Beneath the tree was a wooden sign, hand-carved and weathered with age. It read, "Eat this fruit and your wish may come true." Ellie's eyes lit up. Without another thought, he reached out with his trunk, plucked the growing fruit, and took a bite. A warm tingle spread from his trunk to his toes, and then he looked down and gasped. He had shrunk! Now Ellie was no bigger than a rabbit. His ears were small, his trunk short, and his giant feet were now tiny paws. Excited, he raced into the tall grass, giggling at how easy it was to hide. Being small felt like a dream come true. He crawled into the burrows and joined the rabbits in their tunnels. He soared with the birds on little breezes and played hide and seek with lizards behind rocks and roots. You see, but soon Ellie started to see a different side of being small. One strong gust of wind nearly sent him tumbling through the air like a dry leaf. A stream that he used to wade across easily now rushed past him like a wild river. Once, while trying to follow a butterfly, he caught in a thorny bush. His small legs were scratched and he couldn't move quickly to escape. Tired and sore, Ellie curled up inside a hollow log to rest. It was snug and warm, but Ellie didn't feel happy anymore. I miss my big feet, he sighed. I miss my strong trunk and safe size. Being small has its fun, but it's also a little scary. Ellie decided he wanted to go back to who he really was. He carefully made his way through the grass, past curious insects and rustling leaves, and finally found the magical tree again. To his great relief, another glowing fruit had grown. With hope in his heart, Ellie took a bite. Instantly, he began to grow. His legs stretched, his trunk lengthened, and his ears flapped wide once again. He was big! Ellie looked around and smiled. He felt safe, strong, and proud. From that day on, he stopped wishing to be someone else. Ellie still played with the rabbits and the monkeys, but in his own way. He helped the meerkats reach tall fruit, built tunnels with his trunk, and made shady spaces with his ears for tiny animals to rest. He had discovered something very important. It's great to admire others, but being yourself is the best gift of all.